Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. This is my top 5, bottom 5 with Rare Beauty. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This video is going to be a top 5, bottom 5 with the Rare Beauty products I currently have in my makeup collection. It just about worked out, and I did try a little bit more over the years, but there are some things that I did declutter, so those are things we can disregard anyways. But yeah, this is a video all about the things I like the best from the Rare Beauty brand, and of course the bottom 5 is the products that didn't quite work for me, or maybe like compared to the other products they are just not my favorites. Doesn't mean they're bad products, of course. Just because they're in the bottom 5 doesn't mean that I don't like them. It's just they're not my favorite products in my collection, and that's pretty much how it goes. So before we get into the video, it may be good to know who I am and what I like doing on this channel. My name is Maaike. I live in the Netherlands. I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, and this greatly influences how I feel about makeup. I have been reviewing makeup for more than a decade. I love eyeshadow palettes, Essie and Catrice, and getting the use out of my makeup. So if that's something you're interested in, then I hope you would like to consider subscribing. So I'm going to be starting us off with the bottom 5 first, because I want to end the video on a high note. And as I just mentioned in the intro, these aren't bad products. Rare Beauty is one of my favorite brands on the planet. I like almost everything they do. They do so many really good products. However, I have just found that some products they do, even though I like them and I would recommend them, they either are very limited in what I can do with them, or they're just a little bit too intense, or perhaps a little bit too warm toned for me. There are sometimes things that I don't love about them, whereas there are also products that I love so much that I have multiple shades. So that definitely goes to show, and you know, the things in the top 5 have been ranked in like, you know, other videos where I've said like this is my top favorite product in this kind of product category, and then it's a Rare Beauty product. So for me, bottom 5 doesn't mean these are bad products. It's just that they didn't deliver what I'd hoped to deliver sometimes, or I have to do something extra to make them work, you could say. And before we get to that bottom 5, I would like to point out the 2 products that from memory I remember decluttering that are Rare Beauty products. The first one is the original Rare Beauty concealer with like the white cap and like that little ball on top, like the blush packaging, but then the concealer version. That one was too dry and cakey for me. It really accentuated my under eyes. I have pretty dry skin. I'm also turning 40 this year, and I just felt that that was the type of concealer that's going to work really well if you're in your 20s. But for my fine lines, it just didn't quite work. So that's why that one's gone. And the second product is the lipstick in Worthy. I was super excited to see Rare Beauty launch lipsticks when they came out. I wanted to try the formula. The one shade that looked to be the best one for me was the shade Worthy. And when I put it on, it turned brown. And I didn't like that at all. So that's another product I did declutter. And this is why I wanted to mention these products first, because it is my way to bridge into the bottom 5. Because lip products and Rare Beauty, I like them. They are good. However, I feel I have other things in my personal makeup collection that I like better. So Rare Beauty has the, what's this called again? Oh, it doesn't say. The Tinted Lip Oil. That's what this is called. This is in the shade Wonder. I hope it focuses on the product. When it's like small products like this, my camera sometimes struggles. But yeah, this is the Rare Beauty Lip Oil in Wonder. I love the shade of this. It's really nice, but it's a lip stain. And a lot of Rare Beauty products are made in Korea. This one as well, I think. Does it say made in Korea? And there are so many lovely lip stains in the K-beauty realm from brands like Peripera and Romand and Amuse that I like better than I do this. And bonus point, the K-beauty stuff is cheaper than this is, because this easily retails for like 22 euros, whereas something by Romand or Amuse, I think they are a couple of euros cheaper for me to buy. So I feel that this kind of formula you can buy for cheaper at just as lovely of a quality or even better quality from K-beauty brands rather than Rare Beauty, and that's why I feel this is just a little bit overrated. Don't forget, I like the shade, I like this, I do wear this from time to time. However, when I go into my drawer with lip stains, I go for the K-beauty ones over this for sure, which is why this had to go into the bottom 5. Now this next product may surprise you because I did rank this as one of my favorite lip glosses a couple of years ago when I first discovered lip gloss. However, I have tried more lip gloss formulas since then, and now that I have tried some other things, there are other formulas that I just like a little bit better. If I have to choose one lip gloss formula, it's going to be the Tower 28. That's my favorite. But yeah, this one in Nearly Mauve, this is the it's like liquid lip balm sort of thing. Yes, it's called a balm. So it's like a liquefied lip balm kind of texture. And I do really like the product. I love the shade of this, but I haven't really been reaching for this because I have so many other mauve-y toned lip glosses that I like better than I do this. I have the Catrice one that I still love. Like I said, Tower 28. And this one has just fallen a little bit by the wayside. So it's not that I don't love this product. At a certain point in time, it was my favorite, but it has just been dethroned a little bit for me just trying other things. And like with the lipstick realm, something that I feel Rare Beauty doesn't shine is eyeshadow. Anything eyeshadow related, I feel they are nice enough products, but it's not the forte of the brand, you could say. It's not what they're best at doing. And I do have one of the eyeshadow sticks. This is one I hunted down because this shade in Contentment was out of stock for such a long time. This is the All of the Above Weightless Eyeshadow Stick. And on the website and everywhere I found it, this was promoted as being a taupey colored, like taupey brown. But then I put it on and it's like a rose gold on me. So I wish it was a little bit more taupe, a little bit more cool toned like I had experienced with the lipstick. Rare Beauty overall pulls very warm toned. And if that's not your jam, you're not going to be able to find a lot of products that work for you. This is perhaps the cooler toned option they do, and I still feel it pulls too warm toned for it, like on my skin tone, for me to use it every single day. However, this is really beautiful as a wash of color, just blended into the crease. And it's like a really great one-stop shop, so great for travel. I do really enjoy the product. It's a really good quality eyeshadow stick for sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But shade range-wise, I definitely feel that Rare Beauty should look into catering to people with cooler undertones as well. Another product that I do really enjoy, I always forget the name of these things because they're so complicated, but this is that under eye concealer they came out with. So this is in the shade Light, I think. Light, yes. I can't really read the official name of the product. And then it just has this, instead of a doe foot, it has this iron, like, metal ball, which is very cooling on your under eye. But that's why this is in the bottom 5. Because of the applicator and because of the very thin formula, this doesn't really do much anywhere else on your face except for on your under eyes. And I like to use a little bit of concealer to camouflage any redness I have in my cheeks, on my chin, on my nose, and on my forehead, in addition to what I like to do with my under eyes. And with this, I feel I need a second concealer for the rest of my face. I did, when I tested it out, put this on the other sections, but it's just too thin of a formula to really have the coverage I want anywhere else on my face. So because of that limitation, that it's really only an under eye product, is what sets this just a little bit apart in the bottom 5 for me, because I want my concealers to just be a little bit more well-rounded and sort of like a one-stop shop. I don't want to go into 2 concealers in the morning before I head out to work, but it is a really good product. It definitely has those skincare benefits that I like, and it's very hydrating and nourishing. It doesn't pull into fine lines. So product quality-wise, I love it. It's just one of those products that's just very limited in what it can do. And last but not least, in the bottom 5, we have this guy. This is the Enlighten highlighter. This is the powder highlighter they came out with. This is the same formula they have infused into those new blushes. I said in my new makeup releases that I wasn't super interested because they all look very warm toned. However, because they have the glowy finish, as a blush topper, they may be nice. So I hope when I next go to a Sephora that these are out and that I can at least swatch them to see what the shades look like on me and then make a decision, because I think like I might be able to use it with some, like I'm wearing one of the cream blushes today and I don't feel it needs a blush topper per se, but I think it can be nice in that way. So I do want to definitely see, because again, this product, I really enjoy the formula. It's just super duper metallic. It's just far more highlightery than I normally wear nowadays. I don't wear anything this intense. And I kind of course, knew that going into it, but it's the powder highlighter from Rare Beauty, so I wanted to try it. I like the product. It's just, A, very prone to breakage. If you chuck this into a makeup bag and you take it along for the ride, it's probably going to shatter. I feel very lucky that this came in one piece because I ordered this through Sephora UK. So it had to be shipped here. So that was a bit of a risk, but yeah, it's still in one piece and it's super intense. So that's why I feel it's a bottom 5 product. If you were looking into Rare Beauty as a brand and you want to make your first purchase, these 5 products I wouldn't recommend you try first. Because this is not where the brand truly shines, even though all of these products are good. Which brings me to the top 5. And top 5 wise, I don't even know where to start because these are all really, really good. Let me just start here. I mentioned in my intro that there are Rare Beauty products that are here in the top 5 that I've ranked top of their product category. And I feel that way still about the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. This is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I have mine in shade 16C. And this is how I know that Rare Beauty can cater to different skin tones, because their concealer, foundation, tinted moisturizer range, really, really good in the different undertones and everything that they have going on. But then in the color products, they seem to forget that there are different undertones. So that's why I do really enjoy this product. It's one of my favorite tinted moisturizers, if not the favorite tinted moisturizer in my entire makeup collection, which says a lot because I have a lot of foundation and tinted moisturizer because I test them a lot and I try them a lot because it's just a really fun product to try, I feel. But yeah, this one is still top of the game and still a winner for me for sure. So yeah, Rare Beauty, the tinted moisturizer in 16C. If you get just one product from the brand, I would say try this one. And I just mentioned, like, I don't love their colorful products. Well, I do, but I have to pick and choose very carefully. I really enjoy this guy. This is their bronzer stick in Power Boost. This is the just bronzer stick. It says Power Boost. Mine looks grubby because I have been using it. And it is one of my favorites. I've tried the Milk Makeup. I have the one from e.l.f. I used to have the Benefit one in the past. Was there a Benefit bronzer stick? I think there was at some point. I have a Kiko one. I like all of them. I really, really do. But this one is still my favorite. Shade-wise, it works really beautifully. It blends in seamlessly. It just works. And I just think that, especially for my fair skin, I always struggle with bronzers. So to find one that actually works for me, I love it. So that's why I highly recommend the bronzer stick from Rare Beauty in Power Boost if you have fair skin like me. Then next up is a highlighter formula from Rare Beauty that I like so much more than I do the powder one, and that is their liquid formula. This is the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter in the shade Mesmerize, and this, I mean, it's humongous. How much product do you get in here? It's 15 milliliter of product. That's a lot. That's a lot of product. But yeah, I really enjoy this shade. It's a really nice peachy tone. And I've always said that I like peachy toned highlighters on myself because it has both the warmth and the cooler tone. I feel it works on my neutral to cool leaning skin. because I just feel it works really well. And ever since I discovered peach toned highlighters, I've been wanting to try them all. Sometimes they can have a bit of a cast because they're slightly too dark for me, but this one is really beautiful because it is the liquid formula. It shears out beautifully. You only need 1 drop of this and you can like pretty much coat your entire face. It's intense, but not that intense like the powder highlighter where just like, you know, highlighting from space. And this is one where I feel you might also be able to use it on your body to like, you know, highlight your collarbone really easily and do things like that. So a very versatile product as well if you want to. And I really enjoy this. And I feel that this comes in pretty good shades as well. And then this is one product that I know not everybody likes, but I really like mine. I use it again in like February or March in my Shop My Stash. And it's the Nearly Rose Melting Blush. And this is the formula that not everybody is raving about, but I really like mine. It comes in a little pot. It is a cream blush that has a bit of a powder finish, I feel. So I just warm this up with my finger, and then I rub my fingers together, and then I dab it on, and it looks really pretty. Nearly Rose is a very vibrant, cooler toned pinky coral, and it works beautiful. This shade really gives that fresh in from the cold kind of look that I really enjoy in cream blushes especially. I don't love it as much in powders, but with a cream blush, I love it. And that sort of cold girl aesthetic, I know that it was a hype on TikTok for a hot minute, but it's the vibe I've been going for the past 10 years. So this is very much up my street, and I really enjoy this product. It is one where you do have a bit of a learning curve figuring out how to use it. I don't feel it picks up really well with a brush. I would definitely recommend using your finger so you can warm up the product to really get to the pigment underneath and then dab it in with a finger. That's the best way to use it. It also sets really quickly, so do one cheek and then the other. But my favorite Rare Beauty product has to be the liquid blush. It's what I'm wearing today. I am wearing Encourage, which is this one right here, which is a little bit more mauve tone. Hope is a peach, and I like both of these a lot. I did declutter my shade in Grace, but I have found out that they do different formulas in this. They have sort of like a matte range, and these are the, well, they're not shimmery, but like the shiny, dewy version. So they have a dewy version and a matte version. And the matte one in Grace dried so quickly that you had very little time to work with it. Plus, it was too similar to another liquid blush I have from Apieux. And therefore, because I also like the shade from Apieux a little bit better for me. It's in the shade Raspberry, the Juicy Pang. And I thought it was just too close together, very much a dupe almost. And the Apieux ones are far more blendable, so that's why I got rid of the Rare Beauty one. But I did end up buying Encourage at the start of the year to have the mauve toned option. This is a warmer toned mauve though, and the peach is a little bit lighter. So these two I really, really enjoy. I hope my camera focuses on it if I hold it up like this. I hope it does. So yeah, this is Hope and this is Encourage. These are the only two from the line that I think I can really get away with. I don't often buy multiples of the same product because I have such a vast makeup collection. So me having 2 products from the same line, you could say, from Rare Beauty tells you how much I love it. And ever since I've purchased Encourage, I've been wearing that one a lot more than I have Hope. But we're getting to summer, and I like peachy tones on me in the summertime for sure when it comes to blush. So those are all of the Rare Beauty products that I wanted to chat about in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you got something out of it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make several videos every single week, so I hope you'd like to stay tuned for more. And then I hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye!